Welcome, everybody, to episode 150. Boom. If we had balloons, it'd be like, pew.
Woohoo.
Maybe fireworks. Do we have any doves? Do you have a dove over there, maybe?
Betty falling to the ground.
Do you have, like, a bird you can throw up in the air? Anything?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Here, let's
Backdrops.
let's do jazz hands.
Instead, you guys get this.
All right, whatever. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, it's episode 150 of the Geek Dad Report. The one show dedicated, formulated, specially created into bringing you guys all the nerd news you need to know, all while putting a smile on your wonderful, beautiful, hopefully happy faces. I'm Brian West, the hostess with the mostest.
And I'm Ryan Thomason, the hostess, the most exhaustedest.
I don't know about that, dude. I was up real late last night backing up my phone, trying to get all my phone stuff done because I was switching to a new iPhone, which I'm going to talk about later. It's a tease. Guess what? I have a new iPhone. Hey, we're going to talk about that in recommendations. But, yeah, I was up till... I was a little drunk last night, and then I was texting with a good friend of the show, Chris, and then... You ever get when you have a few too many cocktails, you get a little distracted?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you look up and you're like, holy shit, it's 11, and I had to get this stuff done. But I had to get up at 5:30 this morning to go to a meeting, so I didn't even go to sleep last night till like 12:25, 12:30.
Yeah, I've it's been a crunch mode at work.
Ooh, nice.
For October 1st.
Did you say clinch mode? You guys are clinching?
We've been doing clinches.
Oh, man.
Everyone lays on the ground and...
Is that because you got to protect your butts, or because there's no bathroom breaks, so you guys are all just...
I don't think you have a security clearance high enough for me to actually tell you.
Oh, no, I guess you're pulling security clearances on me now, huh? All right, well, fine, whatever. How else have you been, Ryan?
Dude, it's been a whack-ass week.
Is there anything that you can... Any information that my clearance allows you to share with me?
I can't tell you anything about work, but I can tell you about how annoying my son is being right now.
Ooh, I want to hear that story.
Well, so I worked a 10-hour day today.
Mm-hmm.
I get home from work, and all I got to do is I got to take off my work shoes to put on my running shoes so that I can take the dog on a walk because, nobody can fucking do that by themselves.
Uh-huh.
And so I make both my kids go with me. My son's like, when we get home, can I just have, like half an hour of just quiet me time?
Oh, your kid's pulling the meat. My kids. Do they tell you they need to relax? Because my kids all the time, Dad, I just need to relax. Relax from what? Your life is easy.
Relax from what? You got recess, you get lunch, you get to hang out with your friends. Oh, you had specials today? What was your special? Oh, I went to the gym. Oh, yeah, what'd you do at gym? Oh, it was super fun, we played dodgeball. Oh, yeah, that must have been really stressful for you. No, he's been home for like an hour plus already. And so he complained that he wants some quiet time to himself. Because, he doesn't want to do his homework. And, I kind of got a little mad because I'm all pissed off because I had to work a 10-hour day.
I just want to remind kids that we never get quiet time to ourselves because of them.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, I work 10 hours. I got to walk. We walk this dog for like 45 minutes. Then I'm going to get home. I'm going to make you guys dinner. Mm-hmm. And then I got to put you guys to bed. And then I got to and then by the time it's 9:30, which is exactly what it was, then I get to like sit down and do something.
You know what my favorite thing is, too, about them relaxing is, like, there's times when you get home and you make them do the normal stuff, put away your backpack, put away your shoes, make your lunch for tomorrow, and that is literally like you're asking them to saw off their foot at the ankle, right? Yeah. So you finally get them to do that, and you say, you know what, you can go watch a half hour of cartoons.
Yeah, because school's hard, Brian.
Yeah, I get it. They got to decompress, okay? Life is difficult. So you let them go watch DuckTales or something, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm not gonna bother them. I told them they could watch DuckTales. And then your significant other comes home, or you have anything to do, like, oh, I gotta do something on my computer real quick. You open it up, and the moment you start doing anything, all of a sudden they see you not like doing nothing, that you're doing something, and they immediately bombard you with like, what are you doing? What's going on? Dad, can I have this? Can I have that? Blah, blah. It's like, I don't bother you when I'm giving you your relaxed time that you swear to God you need. Give me 5 minutes to send this text message. Just five.
Yeah. No, and my favorite thing is like, oh, I don't have that much homework to do. I can just do it right before I go to bed.
You pull it out, it's like 5 pages.
And, yeah, and then they're like, oh, well, I thought it was going to be easy. Like, this is like an hour and a half worth of homework, and you thought you were going to get it done like 5 minutes before bed? Like, what the hell, dude?
We've said it before, we'll say it again. Kids are the absolute worst.
They are the worst.
All they do is whine, poop their pants. Chuck apparently peed her pants the other day because she didn't want to use the porta potty, so she just decided it would be better to pee her pants at soccer practice.
That happened to. Oh, she didn't pee her pants, but there was a porta potty at the soccer field for Lincoln's soccer game last week, and Finley's like, I gotta go pee. So we're like, just use the porta potty, and she like opens it up. She's like,
no way.
I can't get in there. I'm like, just go in there and pee. I can't.
Yes, you
so
can.
Then, like, go find a tiny store that had a bathroom, and like Finley was about to like pee her pants because they had to go find a place for her.
Do you ever want to just pull the old man card and be like, when I was a kid, I'd lucky to have a porta potty.
Yeah. Fine, don't use the porta potty.
I had to poop in a bush once.
Go over into those woods over there.
One time I pooped in a blackberry bush, and there was a homeless person living there. He tried to touch me. It's really uncomfortable. You're lucky to have porta potties.
I didn't realize Seattle was getting that bad.
Oh, that was actually last week, but I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, Chuck was just running through soccer. She didn't like the porta potties. Didn't tell anybody. Just peed her pants. And then when she got home, she's like, "What? What's the big deal?" And I'm like, "You pee in your socks." Ugh, Dad, you're the worst.
Like, was it raining? So at least like
no. And then she's like, I'm like, get your butt up. I make her change because her socks have pee in them. And I'm like, okay, I made her change right on the linoleum by the front door. I'm like, you're not walking your nasty pee-soaked socks across my carpet. And then so she strips down and she starts walking off to go sit on the couch. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm going to watch cartoons with no pants on. Psh, whatever. I'm like, go take a shower. Oh, Dad, why do I got to take a shower? Because you peed all over yourself. Get in the shower. These are the things we got to deal with kids. Yeah, have kids, they said. They're magical, they said. All lies.
I would suck down in my underwear and just sit on the couch. I would love to do that. I think I'm just going to do that one day.
I do that occasionally. I mean, I wear a shirt because I don't want to make it uncomfortable, but I've got boxer briefs, hop on the couch, and the kids are like, oh, Dad, you're in your underwear. I'm like, it's like shorts.
It doesn't matter.
You know what? They want to watch cartoons buck naked with pee on them. So I can sit in my boxer shorts, my boxer briefs, and watch something.
We need to get that sponsor, Me Undies.
Oh, there we go. I'll do it. I'll wear nothing but Me Undies doing this show.
I'm only wearing underpants right now, so.
Oh, that's sexy. Let's see, what else? Anything else? Ooh, you want to hear about what I did this weekend?
Yeah, I think I complained enough about my children.
Yeah, you did. Did you want to hear what I did? Something cool this weekend that's geek related.
What's that?
I got a new tattoo.
No,
I did.
I did not know this.
And yes, you did, you liar. But it's very, very nice of you to pretend like to follow the show notes or pretend like you didn't know. I'm gonna bring this up because one of our
preview.
Yeah, one of our faithful 50 members is very, very upset. If you guys if you've watched all the episodes, you know that I have a Superman tattoo that's flames and it's very like 2002. And I've been getting some work done since I'm old. This is my midlife crisis here. I'm getting all my cool Star Wars tattoos. So I decided to do a cover up on my Superman tattoo. Very to the very disappointing gaze of faithful 50 member Jeff. Sorry, Jeff, buddy. I love you, man. Still Superman bros. I might get like a shield on my back or something. But I covered it up. It's part one of a 3-part thing, so you can probably still see my Superman. And it doesn't look finished yet because it's not. But here we go. You ready? Psh, look at that.
Dun, dun.
Booyaka shot. Look at that. So yeah, you can kind of see if you look right here, you can still kind of see the Superman a little bit. You can see the flames poking through. My tattoo artist, she's awesome. Has assured me that you will see nothing when it's all said and done. But yeah, when it's all said and done, it's gonna be a Death Star up here, kind of wrapped around Luke and Vader. They're gonna be fighting little green and red lightsabers. She's gonna put the green and red to kind of color the lighting off of Vader's helmet here, and then Vader's lightsaber is going to come down here, and then he's going to be kind of cloaked in red. And then right in this part, I'm going to get little Anakin on Tatooine. It's going to be two little twin suns, and then she's going to kind of fade it all into each other, so it looks like it's telling a story, right? So Anakin, so Vader's going to be, his head's down because he's contemplating, he's feeling the conflict within him, that where he began, where he ended, and kind of his story. So
what if she accidentally mixed up the two lightsaber colors and Luke is holding like a red one?
So this is why it's very important, one, to always look and see what they're putting on you, and two, to get a tattoo artist that likes what you're going to do. So my tattoo artist, her name is Jessie Locke. She's awesome. If any of you would like a tattoo, she works at Art Lab Studios in Federal Way, Washington. She's amazing. She loves nerdy stuff. In fact, I checked her out before I went to her in the first place. You know, you can check out her book online and stuff. And she had a whole bunch of Star Wars tattoos in there. And she had this amazing picture of Darth Maul's face. And one of her old business cards was that tattoo. Dude, it was a really good Darth Maul. And so I'm like, all right, anybody who can draw that, that's who I need as my tattoo artist. So
you gotta get like a lot of stuff on that one.
Yeah, so she did a really good job on that. And like I said, she's not disappointing on this. She's so far so good. It looks pretty good. But like I said, she's done all these. She did my Falcon and my I Love You, I Know tattoos, and then my other ones here. So
what's your next one? R2D2?
You know what? I've got 2 more sessions for this one.
You have to get a droid. I don't understand why you don't have a droid yet.
I got 7 more hours on this, like, I don't know, partial sleeve of this Vader thing. I'm actually thinking about getting, like, down here, probably doing it, like, sideways. I don't know. Anyway, right here, I'm thinking about putting Chewie, Wicket, C-3PO, R2, BB-8, and then a Porg.
And a Porg?
Yeah, you know, like little mini characters about that big, just kind of putting them on the line. I don't know. It's something. We'll see. They keep wanting me to turn it into an actual sleeve. I don't know. Well, that's a lot of money and time and energy, but who knows? These things are kind of addictive. And when you have an awesome artist like I do, it makes it fun.
You should do one of those, like, you know how they have, like, the evolution of man chart, where it, like, shows, like, an ape, you know, and eventually it gets to, like, man. You should just do, like,
do one that with all the secondary characters?
It's Porg, and then Wicket, and then
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
And then you could go BB-8, R2, and C-3PO. Yeah, that'd be cool. It's actually not a bad idea. We'll see. But anyway, that's what I've got going on. So, but we got a lot of stuff for you guys tonight. So we got some really good questions from Faithful 50. We got one that's going to get a little topical. So we don't usually get political on the show, but we will answer anything. So we're going to be talking about some hot things going on in the world today. And we're going to have a lot of fun in the meantime.
I should not get angrier.
Yeah, we'll try and not get too passionate. Yeah, right. Anyway, but like I said, welcome everybody to 150. It has been it's been a long road getting here. 150 episodes, Ryan. That is, I'm not even gonna lie, that's pretty goddamn amazing.
Surprised we survived us being this far apart.
I know. Honestly. It just shows how much we love each other.
You know, we send each other a lot of like very
provocative texts.
Very provocative text exchanges. So
you know what a wise man once said: podcast with someone that you love. I don't know who said that. I think I just said that, but yeah, no, I mean it's true. I mean a lot of people do not survive a. For those of you who don't know, Ryan moved from Utah all the way out to Philadelphia, which you know, it's really early for me to try and podcast because we talk about our kids. I have to get like tonight my wife was gone, so I had to get my kids dinner, had to get them in the bath, had to get them all ready and be here by 7:30, 8 o'clock. And Ryan, you know, it's already 11:30 his time over there. He's got to get up and go to work. So it's
the whole family's been asleep for like 3 hours already. So.
Yeah, so it's a lot of, you know, I've seen a lot of good podcasts not survive those kind of moves, and it's I'm very happy that we did, and we keep doing this.
If you ever wonder why it looks like I can barely keep my eyes open sometimes, and I think someone even said that it seemed like I was
you have fallen asleep on the air before.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the reason why. So, but yeah, 150. Hopefully, Spaghetti Monster in the Sky willing, we'll be doing at least another 150 more. We'll see.
Yeah. It only took us how long to get here?
Well, you gotta remember, we've done a lot of sideshows. We're really at like 250 episodes. We just we're only at 150 of the Geek Dad Report.
I was gonna say, it feels like we've done a lot more episodes than 150. So.
See, we've been doing this show. We've been doing this show for about 3 years now. I think we broke off and just turned the Geek Dad Report into its own thing. I think about 2 years ago.
Yeah. We did this big spin-off.
Yeah, from the Watch Play Read parent company.
The big middle finger and said, "We're going our own now."
Not really. If you go to Watch Play Read, we still dominate the whole front page.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, that's just our long-winded way of saying thank you, everybody, for sticking with us for as many episodes you guys have. I know some of you have been here right from the beginning. I know some of you came on later, but you guys have all been awesome. Thank you. 150 is a big number, and we are happy to finally have gotten there. We had a great prize to give away to everybody, but apparently, one of our favorite listeners, Christine, ever loyal, ever faithful, sent us a direct message saying, "I'm going to watch episode 150, but no Speedo pics." All right, well, that's what we had to give you guys for episode 150. Last week we said we had a prize. That was the prize. Me and Ryan, tandem in Speedos. And they were very nicely done, very tasteful Speedos.
Yeah. The logo was very presentable.
Ryan was wearing one of those Speedos that look like he's not wearing anything. So on the front of it is actually like a picture of his junk, but he's not naked because it's a Speedo. So you guys really missed out on that. And on mine was see-through Speedo, so it was actually my junk. But so you guys will never get to see that. All thanks to Christine.
Make a see-through Speedo? I didn't know. I know we custom ordered that one, but
well, the one I said that was a picture. That was actually just see-through. You were looking at your own stuff there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how that works. So so if you guys are all mad that me and Ryan did not send out thanks for watching postcards of us in our tandem Speedos, you guys can all thank Christine. Send her a very happy thank you letter because she ruined it for everybody.
I'm just glad that we were able to get it done.
It's what, we're gonna give it out for Christmas cards. I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll just wear little Santa Claus hats and that'll be great. We'll Photoshop Santa Claus hats on and beards. Nobody will know it's us.
Next, for Christmas, we're going to do the Dick in the Box.
Oh, we're going to do Dick in a Box for Christmas? No, we're not. We were just joking. We were not going to send you guys Speedos. We actually have some ideas of things we're going to give out. We just didn't have a chance to get it yet. So, I don't know, whatever. We're not very professional on this show.
It's in the pipeline.
Ryan's going to actually reach out to his WB. We actually had some cool stuff to give, but then I was like, we got to mail it off, and I don't know if people want to give us their addresses. So I was like, well, maybe we'll do something digital. So I think Ryan's going to talk to a couple of our reps and see if we can shoot you guys some free digital codes to some fun stuff for saying thank you, and you guys are awesome. So
yes,
there you go.
And then we're going to make you guys fight Thunderdome style to see who's going to get the prize.
The picture of me and Ryan in a Speedo. I expect everybody to enter the Thunderdome. One person shall leave. All right. Is that all? That's all the show stuff we got, right? So can we dive into the news? Are we ready to go into the news? In the news mode?
I'm ready for the news.
We don't have a ton of news, so maybe we'll just try and get through it fast and spend time on the Faithful 50, which is what everybody would rather do anyway.
I think the Faithful 50 need a little bit of servicing.
Oh, hey now.
Wait,
we tried to do that. I had the Speedo pics ready to go. I mean, I could just show it on the phone and be like, here's my Speedo pic right there. Look at that one. I didn't do it, but I could have. Oh, I got this new phone. I got these messages. Got these new messages. I'm trying to clear it. There's no home button. How do I... Face ID. Look at my face. There it is.
You think you'd know how to use your phone by now, Brian?
I just set it up. Don't you judge me, stupid head. Talk to you anymore.
Yeah, I've had it for
Ryan, it is time. Hooah! For the uppercut of information. Hee-yaw! The judo chop of knowledge.
And then you got to finish them off with the Cobra Kai leg sweep of learning, Brian.
And if that doesn't work, you hit him with the Kryptonian clutch of casting. Yeah.
I'm still not sold on that one.
You shut your mouth. That's a Jeff, Faithful 50 member Jeff gave that to us, and it's a goddamn gem. I don't want to hear it. This is why he's my best friend and not yours.
So why is it when I finish him off, though, with the leg sweep, then we still have to do the choke and clutch?
So you're going to finish him off with the leg sweep. You should stop having these long pauses in your sentences, right? Just throwing that out there. I mean, I'm not judging. I'm just wondering. Hey. Anyway, all right, moving on. We actually had a lot of trailers this week that dropped, so I figured we kind of start with trailers. I know a lot of times we wait till the end, but then we never had any time to talk about them because we've wasted way too much time babbling about other shit. So we're going to start off with, I think the one that impressed me the most, we got a new Bumblebee trailer. We got the second Bumblebee trailer. The first Bumblebee trailer definitely felt more like the 80s Transformers that we grew up on, but it still kind of had that Michael Bay, I don't know, sheen to it, right? So they released this one, and the first thing that stands out is that they made sure that you saw Optimus Prime, Starscream, Soundwave, and not just that we saw them, that we recognized that, oh my god, these are the 1980s version of these guys to a T. The colors, everything about them is from the 80s cartoon, and it looks glorious.
It looked fun. It was the first time I saw a Transformers trailer since the very first trailer. I said, I want to see that Transformers movie.
Well, and I'm not one. I enjoyed the Michael Bay ones for what they were. I thought the first three were all right. I mean, I really liked the first one. I didn't even mind the fact that they kind of updated the look of all the Transformers. My only big complaint was when they fought, it was like one big giant gray robot fighting another giant robot, and half the time you didn't know who was who. But I enjoyed the first one, and Shia LaBeouf, before he lost his mind, was pretty entertaining in the first three. But, after that, the Mark Wahlberg ones just kind of got real weird, and they were like 3 hours long. It got real strange. The last one had King Arthur for some weird reason, and Magic Knights. I don't even know. But it's good to see that they aren't abandoning the franchise. This is definitely going to be a reboot of the series. Everyone seems to be really excited about this. I kind of like how it's a soft reboot. They're just kind of going back and filling out the waters with Bumblebee. My suspicion is, judging from what I've talked to other people and just seeing the reaction on the internet, this is going to be a mega hit, and then they're just going to scrap everything and just hit the restart button from here forward. And we're going to get... 2, 3, 4 movies of just 1980s Transformers movies, which would be awesome.
I'm pretty sure that you just pretty much explained exactly how they're going to be programming the rest of these. The Transformers movies traditionally have done extremely successfully overseas.
$1 billion each.
And when it hits the China market, China's movie market, it just explodes. So they're going to be pumping out a ton of these movies.
Yeah, and if we're going to be subjected to a Transformers movie every couple of years, at least they could do is give us the ones that we really wanted to see in the first place. So, this movie could still be a stinker, but honestly, it's got a new director, new writing team, new actors. I think this series just kind of needed some fresh blood and a new coat of paint, and I think they're going in the right direction. I mean, come on, for crying out loud, Soundscream looks exactly like Soundscream, or was it? Did I say Soundscream? Shockwave. Sorry, yeah, Soundscream, Starscream. I knew it was right. Starscream and Shockwave. I was too many words.
Too many S's.
All right, Soundwave literally turns from a boombox into Soundwave, and then shoots a Jaguar tape that turns into a Jaguar. It's like, yes! This is what I want. And Starscream looks exactly like Starscream. I'm very excited about this.
It's nice when they actually give you the good nod.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not always people who, like I said, I need everything exactly like I remember. I don't need to live in nostalgia, right? I enjoy nostalgia, but I don't mind changes to it. But we got a whole bunch of changes to Transformers, and if they're going to continue the franchise, it's nice that they're kind of going back to what we know versus just giving us more of the same. So anyway, let us know what you guys think of Transformers if you guys are excited for Bumblebee. And, let's be honest. Other than Optimus, he is the best Transformer.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, moving on. We got our I think it's the final. We might get some TV spots, but this is the final trailer for Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. I didn't watch this trailer just because I feel like the third trailer always gives away more than you need. I'm going to go see this movie regardless because I enjoyed the first one, so I didn't really need to know much. It was nice to see a little bit about the story and kind of see Johnny Depp and Jude Law as Dumbledore in Grindelwald in the last trailer. But I've heard this trailer is good, but apparently there's a few things in this trailer that have the internet a-buzzing. One of them, the biggest one that I saw being, how do you say the name? Nagari the snake. So if you remember in Harry Potter, one of his Horcruxes was a giant snake that he... Have you seen Harry Potter? You seen the movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, so the giant snake that works... It's basically, I mean, it was like a character by the end of the series. And we found out it was a Horcrux. Well, apparently in this one, Nagari is a person.
Oh.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously at some point she's going to be turned into a snake. But people lost their minds about this, and they were very kind of upset that that J.K. Rowling is George Lucas in this, and breaking it with the prequels. And I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, we live in this movie's set in a wizard world. Like, is it really that weird that she turns into a snake?
I think Harry Potter, the original movies, are set up in enough of a way that I think you kind of just do whatever kind of pre-Harry Potter that you want, honestly.
I mean, there's a lot of...
established that it's fucking wizard, dude. They can do...
Did you ever read the books? Did you ever read the books?
Yeah, well, my wife read the books, but then recounted them very definite. And I've been reading the ones with my kids. I've only we've gotten to the Wizard of Azkaban.
Okay.
So.
Well, here's the thing. The Prisoner of Azkaban. Here's the thing is that even in the books, the show really didn't flesh out a lot of the backstory of Harry Potter, the world of Harry Potter. The books did a little bit more, but it's very vague. And there's a lot of stuff open to interpretation. So, honestly, unless they completely break the lore, I don't mind all these changes. I think they're exciting. I think the more characters you can get to tie into Harry Potter is probably the better. That's something that really was lacking in the first movie. And I think that's why they're really trying to up the Harry Potter-ness of this.
Yeah, they're just trying to build a backstory of the whole world so that you can see what it's like everywhere. I mean...
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Stop crying. It's a trailer. Okay?
It's not coincidence that we're getting Dumbledore in this, that we're going back to Hogwarts, that we're getting a lot of these connections to Harry Potter. I think they want to start really... I think by the fifth movie, they want to really start drawing those lines, right? And getting us to where we need to, getting us to the point where people... I think people like these, but they're like, listen, this isn't Harry Potter. So I think they're trying to get him as much as be part of Harry Potter. Are they going to hobbit it a little bit? I don't know, maybe, where you get Legolas in it. Sure, why not? But, I don't care. I'm excited to see this movie, and like I said, I've liked the first two trailers, and I'll see this movie.
Yeah, I'll see it when it comes out. But I'm done watching trailers. I watched the first one. I didn't want to see anything else, so...
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I mean, I'm trying to stay away from a lot of the trailers. Bumblebee, I want, movies that I know I'm going to see in the theaters, I just don't bother watching the last trailer, right? Because the third trailer is always the one where they give away the most spoilers. So, I know our friend Jeff only watches 0 trailers, sometimes the first one.
Yeah.
But, if you're going to watch, usually the first trailer is fairly safe. Second one... But definitely don't ever watch the third trailer because you're going to get a lot more than you hope for. Let's see what else we got. Some more Daredevil teasers. Last week we talked about how the show's coming back next month. So now Netflix is really starting to ramp up some of the teasers. It looks really dark, and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We got the second Creed 2 trailer. This is another one where people were just raving about all the new stuff we saw, which made me not watch it. I know I'm going to see Creed. I loved the first trailer. I loved the first movie.
Creed 2, for some reason, I didn't... Like, I'm really in the mood for, like, a sports movie. And it's still a good sports movie. So I'm like,
it's kind of funny that all of a sudden the Russians are once again the enemy.
Yeah, it's like, did you when you saw Ivor,
Hmm.
did you kind of be like,
Well, I do find some funny things. Rocky IV ended the Cold War and brought down the wall.
hmm,
I think you know what happens. Creed 2, when we fight the Russians again, is in November, and you know what happens in November, Ryan?
Vladimir Putin?
The midterm elections.
Uh,
So maybe once again, Rocky and Apollo can end the Russian threat to America.
that sounds like a very good idea.
Some people see coincidences. I see
I see
conspiracy.
conspiracy.
Let's do this.
And they're both written by Sylvester Stallone, so it wouldn't surprise me.
You hear that, Russia? Your days are numbered. I mean, all you good people living in Russia, your days are totally fine. Do what you want.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the gangsters, the thugs, and the real bad people. You know who you are. All
You know.
right. And then let's see. What else do we get? There was a Star Wars Resistance sneak peek, long trailer. I did watch that one. It looked really good. I know a lot of people have trashed the animation style because it's not kind of that 3D animation, but it is gorgeous 2D animation. I'm very excited for it. It looks like it's going to be a really good series.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's whatever. And you know what? Who cares? It's free on Disney XD starting October 7th, so like in a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So, stop whining about free stuff. All right, and then I think, do we want to talk about? I guess we should talk about it. I don't want Christine to think that I'm showing favoritism and just trashing the X-Men movies. X-Men Dark Phoenix released its first trailer, and we watched it.
Ugh, do we need to talk about it?
And my reaction to it was like, meh, whatever. Aren't they going back to Marvel?
It looks like the last movie, just worse. Bad because there's a lot of really good actors, and I feel bad that this is just the best that 20th Century Fox could do.
It is, yeah, you're right. Here's the hard part, and if you guys know why I referenced our good friend of the show, Christine, she asked me once in a Faithful 50 why I hated the X-Men, and I don't. I love the X-Men. I absolutely love them. I grew up on them. They are my favorite comic book team franchise, and I loved the first X-Men movie when it came out, and even X2, and I, there's been some good ones. I love Hugh Jackman. He is Wolverine. He always will be, in my opinion, but I just feel like this franchise has squandered such a good cast with stories that are mediocre at best half the time. And you compare them, one of the things that the MCU, that Marvel's done really well with, like Iron Man and Thor, is that they haven't been afraid to dive into the comic book, like just dive in and tell comic book stories. X-Men is still afraid to do that, right? They just won't tell these grand stories. And and I know a lot of you have only been introduced through the movies, which is just. I want you guys to have the experience that I've had with the comics because there's so many, just 50 years of amazing stories.
Yeah, you can do so much with the property. You literally have every single mutant.
Yeah, they are. It's like every story is an Avengers movie, basically, right? And on top of that, we've already been given this story. We saw the Dark Phoenix in X3. That movie is terrible. It has moments that are really good because it has a great cast, but it looks like almost the exact same story. It's just, I love Magneto. I love Fassbender as Magneto, but I just don't need to see Professor X versus Magneto versus Jean Grey again for like the third time. I just don't. And not only that, we've had no time to invest in this character. At least Fem, what's her name? The original.
They've done. This is just the last nail.
Yeah, I mean,
the 20th Century Fox X-Men coffin.
Apparently, they had to reshoot the whole last third of the movie. Was it Fem Jansen? Anyway, we already had a good Phoenix before, Jean Grey, and you cared about her. They built relations in 2 movies, and by the third one, even though it was a bad movie, when Wolverine stabs her, you feel something. I have no attachment. I have no attachment at all to Sophie, whatever her name is.
Stark.
Yeah, Stark. I have no attachment at all to the Stark lady. She's a good actress, and I mean, she's fine in this role. They never built this team up. I just don't care about this team of X-Men right now.
Yeah.
It just...
There's nothing that's gotten me remotely attached to anyone.
Yeah, I mean, the best part about them is when they had the cameo in the Deadpool movie, which is great. But, I don't know, whatever. I hope this is good. I hope they go out on a good note. This is going to be they released a thing is that this is going to be rumor. This is going to be the final X-Men movie for Fox. Yeah, no shit. How's that even a story at this point? Clickbait. But I guess I shared it, so whatever. But of course this is the last movie. Of course this is the last go around with these characters, with these actors. So I might even go see this one in the theater. I didn't watch Age of Apocalypse because it's just garbage. But, I watched it. I just didn't watch it in the theater. So I'll probably watch this one in the theaters just because it's the final one. And I really do hope it's good. I just don't think it's going to be.
I'm not excited at all, honestly.
And there wasn't a single thing about this trailer that got me excited. Not one.
It's just like, oh, hey, it's the Phoenix. Oh, hey, she's smashing stuff up. Oh, Magneto's talking to Professor Xavier again.
Yeah, there were some good lines of dialogue and some good action. I love seeing Professor X and Magneto together, and they talk about great things. But other than that, there was nothing. Everything we've seen before. We've seen everything that we've seen in this trailer before.
Fly in and just try and start capturing everybody, and then Jubilee comes in, shoots some sparks out of her fingers, and then kills the Sentinel.
And you know what sucks is one of the best parts of Age of Apocalypse. At the very end of Age of Apocalypse, we got some 1990s accurate costumes of the X-Men. We got Cyclops' iconic all blue with a yellow band, lots of pockets. Anybody knows anything about the comic books in the 90s, everybody had 37,000 pockets, right? And then now they're back to this 2000s X-Men uniforms. They're not bad, but it's just this movie's set in the 90s. Where were the ones we just saw in the end of the last movie? I just don't care.
With the mask and the...
Yeah, whatever. But you know what? Whatever. That's it. You know what? Whatever. That was my reaction to the X-Men trailer. Whatever.
You could just eat it, X-Men.
Yeah. God. Well, and then, we already talked about this trailer last week, but now we have apparently controversy surrounding a trailer. That's where we're at now, people. As a trailer comes out and we have controversy around the trailer. So, if you know what we're talking about, Captain Marvel last week dropped, a pretty good trailer. I had my problems with it, but I thought it was pretty cool. We got to see some really cool stuff. My only issue is I didn't feel like they did Captain Marvel service in this because she didn't really say much. She just kind of walked around looking, I don't know, disjointed.
Yeah.
And, what's funny is I brought that up a few times, and, man, I just got smacked down hard about her smiling, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? And so I kind of stumbled my way into this controversy that's going around. Now, I at absolutely no point ever looked at this trailer and said, wow, she's not smiling. We talked about that on this show. If you don't understand, if you're a guy and you're watching this and you don't understand why asking a woman to smile is a sexist thing, feel free to hit me and Ryan up, or even just Google it. It just take our word for it. It is. It's like saying, hey, I don't care what you think. You're there to just look pretty and smile, right? That's kind of what it is. So, yeah. The things I didn't like about this trailer had nothing to do with the fact she wasn't smiling. It was just more of I want to see her. I'm excited to see what she's, her as a character. And she just kind of moped around a lot and just walked around looking stern. I'm sure the next trailer will probably have a lot more of her story in it and stuff like that. So, I'm glad they didn't ruin anything. She's such a good actress. I just really wanted to see more from her, acting wise. But apparently, literally every, asshole on the planet started complaining about her not smiling. They even took all these screenshots and, added a fake smile to her, and it made it look super creepy. Who does that? People, why do you have so much time on your hands that you not only A, can complain about her not smiling, but B, put smiles on her face? So then somebody geniusly took all the other Avengers and put smiles on their faces on the poster. And let me tell you something. It is also genuinely creepy to see Thor smiling, to see Iron Man smiling. It's just... But it's a very good point. I loved who did it because it makes it, you just look you right in the face and say, this is why it's sexist, right? And then Brie Larson, to her credit, she tweeted that shit out too and was like, so, you know what? I would like to be able to...
My face is starting to hurt from smiling.
Hey,
so much.
assholes. I would like to be able to criticize things about a trailer and not be called sexist because you guys are being a bunch of assholes. So the first time I say something about her performance, people are like, you just don't want... She doesn't need to smile. Whoa. I didn't say she needed to smile.
You smile a little more, dude.
I just want her... I want more of her acting. I don't want... I just thought I thought Marvel could have done it. I view things like this through the eyes of my children. Okay? So when I watch a trailer, I watch it usually Captain Marvel. I didn't watch Captain Marvel trailer at all. I sat down with my girls and I watched it with them because I want to see how excited they are. And like with Wonder Woman, they loved it, right? And they watched the trailer and they're like, oh, cool. They're like, who's the lady who just walked around looking angry? And I'm like,
go watch that Captain America trailer and ask me how many times you saw him smiling.
That's true. We didn't see him smiling. I didn't mean, so let me rephrase that. They weren't commenting that she didn't smile. They were just commenting they didn't know who she was because they didn't really do much with her in the trailer, right? Other than she just turned her powers on. To me, I was just like, I wish they would have given us more of her so my girls could have said like, oh, she's a superhero. Oh, she's like, she just kind of powered up a lot, punched an old lady, and then just looked kind of angry. So, I would have liked to see more of her. What?
I said... And who doesn't want to punch an old lady?
Oh my God, and then there's all this backlash about why would she punch an old lady? Listen. Come on, people. It's a goddamn trailer. Relax.
Smile.
Yeah.
Why?
See, now that's the one point I would have liked to see her smile while she was punching the old lady, because nothing's better than seeing someone smile while they're punching an old person. Ow. But, guys, let's just not be assholes, for the love of God. Let's not be assholes.
Too many assholes on the internet.
Whatever.
That's for sure.
And if you have,
just fucking have fun.
God,
stop trying to be like so hypercritical so you can like circle jerk in your group about who's the most hypercritical.
Yeah, and if it's a bad trailer, I didn't think it was a bad trailer, but guess what? I was just like, well, I'd like to see a little more from her. I want to see kind of like her as a character. I was really excited to see Captain Marvel. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't go on the internet and start blasting like, Brie Larson acts like a wooden board. I just, because there's going to be another trailer, so calm the fuck down, people.
Mm-hmm. It's just...
And don't be sexist assholes.
Have fun, people.
Life's too short.
Just go have fun.
But hey, Marvel, don't forget, there are small girls who don't know who Captain Marvel is, so, maybe give us a trailer that gives us a little more of her character.
Dumb people.
That being said, Disney XD has a really cool cartoon coming out. I can never remember the name of it, but it's starring Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Squirrel Girl, Quake from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I'm going to. I've already got it set to record. I think it airs this weekend. I'm going to watch it with my girls. Hopefully, they can get a good idea of who Captain Marvel is that way. I've already bought my daughter's Miss Marvel comic books, so they know who Miss Marvel is. But I don't know if the current run of Captain Marvel is too adult for them, so I hadn't bought it yet. But
maybe I'll get my daughter one because she has no interest in any of the Marvel stuff. She only likes DC superhero girls.
Yeah.
And that's like the only comic that she wants to read. So maybe this is a good entry point for me.
I guess maybe that was my complaint when it came to the trailers, because like I said, when they watched the Wonder Woman trailer, that first Wonder Woman trailer was so just wonderful. I mean, wonderful, pun intended. You knew who Wonder Woman was as a character. Now, I'll be honest, they kind of knew a little bit more about Wonder Woman anyway, but it just seeing the reaction to the Wonder Woman trailer versus the first Captain Marvel trailer, I was just like, give me a little more so I can get my kids excited. I want them to be excited. Because you know who they love? They love the Wasp. We watched the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer. They're like, yay! We love her. So, whatever. That being said, Captain Marvel's a badass, and I can't wait to see that movie.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's a badass, and it might actually get my daughter to go see a Marvel movie.
I'm really going to be excited when she punches Thanos right in the balls.
Oh. Yeah, so I think ball punch is probably a good 90%.
Oh my god, it's got to be, right? Do you think he's got like big purple balls? They got to be, right?
And is she gonna like rip off the Power Glove and like
just slap him around? Dude, she puts the movie Avengers 4, 3 minutes long. She shows up, punches him in the balls, rips off the gauntlets, puts it on, pimp slaps him across the universe, and then brings everybody back with a snap.
Is she gonna be like Superman and the Justice League movie where he just kind of shows up all smug?
No, I don't think. Well, Marvel seems to have much better writers, so I don't think they'll make the same mistake that Justice League made with that. Unfortunately, I mean, I like seeing Superman overpowered, but that just made the ending completely like anticlimactic. You're like, oh, all right. Superman came up and slapped him around. Since we're talking about Captain Marvel, a fan put together a whole bunch of. Well, I don't know if the fan did. Somebody put together an epic Marvel leading ladies of Marvel poster where we put all the female characters that's ever been in a Marvel movie on one poster, and it was goddamn glorious. I would love to see that Avengers movie.
There's someone even did a movie of like all the female characters, like female comic book characters, like all the Marvel ones and Wonder Woman, and it was a really cool cut. I can't remember where I saw it, but
I will say this poster did one thing that was kind of negative, though. It pointed out how many great female characters Marvel has, and the fact that we have yet to get a female Marvel movie is a goddamn atrocity.
Mm-hmm. Or they got one.
Not yet, they don't. It's like, I mean, DC has a lot of faults. But, like, Wonder Woman was, like, the 4th movie they put in their slate, and they have, like, 72 Harley Quinn movies coming out.
Yeah. And then, oh, God, don't even get me started.
All right, is that a good time? All right, so that's most of our main news. We got a little bit of pop purr. You just want me to blow through real quick, and we'll kind of just knock it out real fast?
Dude, it's stupid DC one. Just get it out.
We're going to finish with DC so we can yell about it. With the exception of DC Titans, looks pretty cool. I'm going to get it free on DC Universe. They released a poster that looks kind of cool. Still not a big fan of Starfire's look, but I'm going to wait until I see the show to give my final judgment. Other than that, I think it looks pretty cool. There you go, DC Titans. Check out the poster. Superman and Rambo are getting 4K Ultra HD releases this holiday, November. I know what you guys can get me for Christmas.
So, is Ultra better than the normal one?
Well, Ultra just means 4K, but I also have the DC, like, hang on, let me look here. I don't know if it's 4K or not, but I got the DC Universe app that actually has, let's see here, where is it at? Oh, wait a minute. Playing.
I know they're in HD.
Yeah, I think they're in HD. Yeah, I mean, look, here we go. Let's look. And we're gonna watch now. Superman the movie, number 1. So, I mean, whatever. If you want to buy them on on 4K, I say go right ahead. But, like, I say just watch it on this, which is 4K. Yeah, it's HD. Look at that. Look how nice that is.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. So, I would say save the money on the 4K and just get the DC Universe app, unless you don't have the internet. And then I'd like to know how, like, Antarctica really is this time of year.
Get a really nice TV.
And you should definitely get Rambo on 4K, because Rambo 3 especially, you get to watch him fighting with with Al Qaeda in all its glory. It's funny how time changes things.
Man, I have not watched that in a while.
Yeah, dude, watch Rambo 3 again. He's literally fighting with Al Qaeda in Afghanistan.
All right.
Or at least the Taliban. I'm not really sure. Whatever. Microsoft is giving out a solo Star Wars story special edition Xbox One. It has a Millennium Falcon skin on the cover, and it has a Millennium Falcon controller. We have the link on our Facebook page. You can register to win one now. It's free to enter. I have already entered twice. Die Hard Funkos are coming in November. So guess what you get for Christmas, Ryan?
Nothing.
I'm going to buy your present for me. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put your present up here, and you can look at it every Thursday.
Oh, that's what I was going to do for you, too.
Oh, God. It's because we love each other so much. We just, like, think the same. Maggie apparently is coming back to Walking Dead Season 10, even though she said this was her final season, and everybody expected her to die in Season 9. I don't care. Moving on.
Yeah, I gave up on that show halfway through season 9.
What else we got? I'm looking. Creed. We have some Creed posters. Batman may start. Whatever. We're moving on. Batman may start shooting in 2019. No one cares. Disney apparently is going to use James Gunn's script for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. His brother said, oh yeah, they're definitely going to use James's script. So at least, we may not get the director, but at least we'll get a closure on the storyline, which is cool. Hugh Jackman apparently is not ever going to play Wolverine again, no matter how much Ryan Reynolds asked him. That sucks.
They have not backed up enough money onto his doorstep
That's
yet.
that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you're going to have to bring more cash, is what I'm hearing. We got more pictures of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, and he looks like William H. Gacy. I think it's William H. Gacy. He looks like a rodeo clown, and at first I was like, this is stupid, but every time I see it, it's kind of growing on me. I think this movie might be kind of weird, but kind of cool.
It looks okay. I just don't understand why DC is doing like 3 different Joker movies.
What we've learned about DC is you can't ask what DC is doing. Just let them do it. DuckTales has been renewed for season 3, so good news. Yeah. Kingsman 3 has also been announced. We're getting that in a couple of years. To our next year. 2019? Oh, wow. We're getting Kingsman 3 next year. That's cool. Hopefully it's better than Kingsman 2. Michael B. Jordan apparently has been tapped to star in the Tom Clancy Rainbow Six movie franchise. Cool. I played the games. Awesome. Henry Cavill, whichever way you like to pronounce it, is apparently being reported as Daniel Craig's replacement in James Bond. What do you think about that?
Didn't he already do like The Man from U.N.C.L.E.? Isn't that already like basically James Bond?
It is, which is why I think they should totally let him do it.
Mm.
And then finally, DC doesn't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to their movies.
Big surprise.
We are getting a Birds of Prey movie in 2020, so that's been long rumored, and that's going to officially happen. They've even cast The Huntress and Black Canary. Let's see here. I had their names. Let me find them. Journey Smollett Bell. I've not seen much of her. She's kind of a newcomer. Is going to be cast as Black Canary. And Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who's a great actress, is going to be playing the Huntress. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sounds good.
Then Harley Quinn's coming back. Apparently, also, they're going to start shooting in 2019 a Joker Harley Quinn spinoff, which Ryan was really excited about, especially when we found out what it was about. And I'm stalling because I got to find the article again here.
Well, it was like they said it was going to be a combination between This Is Us and some other thing.
Yeah, so apparently the script is, it starts off with Harley Quinn kidnapping Dr. Phil, like the Dr. Phil, and having him, bring him because her and the Joker need marriage or need the couples therapy. And then it turns into like they want to kill each other. So, you know what? Rom-com, I guess, kind of, but like This Is Us, really? What is that all about? I don't even watch that show and I hear all about it. It's sad.
I don't understand what they're doing over there. I mean, it's like they're just like, let's take this dartboard. We're going to put a bunch of random stuff on it. We'll throw a bunch of darts, and then that's the movie that we're going to make.
Dude, I don't even know, man. I'm just trying to get excited to see Aquaman. That's really where I'm at right now with DC. I'm excited I got the Universe app. I'm excited to watch the shows. Constantine's back for Legends of Tomorrow, so I'm really excited about that. And as far as the movies go, I'm just pissed that Henry Cavill is out as Superman because I like him as Superman. And I want to see Man of Steel too. So everything else can suck it because that's all I really want to watch right now. Actually, I'm kind of... Okay, let me rephrase that. The Birds of Prey movie does sound like it might be kind of cool. I'm excited to see that one. It's going to have Batgirl in it apparently too. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to those ones.
Here you go. It says it's going to be a rom-com that is a cross between This Is Us and Bad Santa.
No.
I'm already out. I'm out. I'm done. I'm out. I don't want to watch it. I mean, I'm totally going to see it, but I don't want to watch it. And that's... I don't know. That's... Fuck it. There's other news. I just don't want to talk about any more news. The news is out. We're done with the news. And everybody, is the news this week. There you go. Congratulations.
Woo!
Time to move on to our favorite segment.
I think I literally fell asleep for 5 seconds.
You did it twice. I saw you. All right, but now on to our favorite segment from the Faithful 50, where you guys get to ask us questions every Thursday when Ryan puts up a glorious post. I think this week he used Arnold Schwarzenegger in Kindergarten Cop. And you can ask us anything you want to, and we will answer it on the show. What?
I was like, I'm feeling like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Kindergarten Cop, where he's pissed off at everything, and he screams.
Especially kids. Hooligans.
Faithful 50.
All right.
I will not fall asleep on you guys, just so you know.
You will.
So we have the first one from Christine.
Christine, who's already got many shout-outs on this show, by the way.
Yes. She's gotten multiple shout-outs now. I think you start collecting payments on the 10th. So, someone needs to be keeping track. She wants to know, what's in the cup, Brian?
Oh, man. You know what? I knew this question was going to come at some point. All right, so, tonight...
is this an inside joke, or is this, are you answering the question of what's in the cup?
No, I think she actually wants to know what's in the cup. We've talked about it in other episodes, but Christine is one of our newest loyal listeners and viewers. Yeah. I actually think she watches the show on Facebook. So she may not have been privy to some of our earlier episodes where I talked about what's in the cup. Well, tonight, Christine, funny you should ask, this cup has whiskey in it. It's not filled to the brim of whiskey because this is a very large cup. This is actually, I usually put ice in here, and then I fill it full of whiskey. Well, about that much whiskey. Sometimes it's vodka, but usually it's whiskey. And then I usually mix it with something. Tonight, black cherry.
Ooh, very nice.
I prefer this to regular water because there's a little bit of, I don't know, something that just, it keeps my throat from getting dry from talking a lot. If you haven't noticed, I talk a lot. So I put about that much whiskey in it. I usually fill it up to the line here, and then ice, and then the rest is whatever mixer I'm using. And then I bring the mixer with me. I set off to the side, so if you ever see me kind of looking over, I'm usually pouring more in there. And there you go. Occasionally I put too much whiskey because it's been a long night, so in some of these episodes, about halfway through, I seem to be blah, blah, blah. Well, that's because I'm actually blah, blah, blah.
And I don't have any drinks. I usually drink water because it's too late for me to start drinking at 12 o'clock at night.
Never too late. Don't be a wuss.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you very much. That's a great question.
Next question is from David.
David.
He wants to know.
Yes.
Why are we more cautious about how a man tackles another man in a very physical game than we are about how a man touches a woman who doesn't want to be? I think this is our political question.
Okay, so I want you to read that one more time because you kind of broke up. So if we're going to talk about this. Well, here, I can read it too if you want.
Or would you rather save this one for last?
Let's say this. No, let's answer it now.
Okay.
All right, so read it one more time.
David wants to know, why are we more cautious about how a man tackles another man in a very physical game than we are with how a man touches a woman when she doesn't want to be?
So the literal definition...
America sucks.
So the literal... Yeah, America does suck sometimes. The literal answer to that is because in the NFL, there's a lot of money to be made off the backs of quarterbacks, and there's no money to be made of protecting women. So the NFL puts in a lot of rules to make sure that we don't hurt the big, strong, burly men that bring in the ratings, that bring in the dollars, and America could give two shits less about women. So why do women get touched and nobody does shit? But the NFL is putting pom-poms and pom-poms, I don't say pom-poms. They're putting tutus and red shirts on their quarterbacks, which I will plug my NFL show later. This is not the time. Is because of that reason. Because in our society right now, a quarterback is more valuable than most women. So there you go. The long answer is that America, like Ryan said, sucks. We are the 10th worst country in the world for women's safety. So think about that for a second. What do we have? 180, 200 countries in this planet, and we are number 10 from the bottom of women's safety. Our medical has some of the worst female mortality rates. We have some of the highest acts of violence on women. Some of the least amount of women in our politics. Least amount of women. We are one of the only countries that's never had a female fucking president. I mean, well, not one of the only, but one of the only democratic countries that have never had a female president. To be bluntly honest, we treat our women like dog shit in this country, and it's horseshit.
I'm just going to say that if you don't like how things are right now, go vote on November 8th and make sure that you take at least like 5 people with you.
Yes.
And just like these people, oh, you never voted before? Well, hop in my car. I'm going to show you what it's all about. And that's all you got to do.
And if you're sitting here going, you know what, this is bullshit. I take care of my lady. I make sure she doesn't have to worry about anything. I do all this stuff. You know what? That's the fucking problem. Women are not there to be taken care of. They are there to be your fucking partners in life. Not to be put...
They don't want to be on a pedestal.
They don't want to be on a goddamn pedestal. They don't want to be fucking worshipped at the altar of fucking women. We know what they want? They want goddamn equal pay. They want to go to the hospital and be able to take care of their own bodies and not be charged twice as much as a man. That's what they'd like. They'd like to be able to go jogging in Iowa and not fucking murdered by some random dude who doesn't know how to take no for an answer.
Yeah, you know who wants to be on a pedestal? NFL players. They love being on a pedestal.
Yeah, exactly.
So idolize those dick bags.
I mean, and obviously, I don't want to dive too big into politics. I mean, I'm sure this question has something to do with the Kavanaugh, the Supreme Court nominee, and the process that we've been dealing with today.
Confirmation hearing, not criminal trial.
Yeah, nomination hearing.
Job interview.
Yeah. Kavanaugh does not need to get due process because he's not actually on trial for attempted rape, even though he should have been at some point, but he wasn't. This is about how we treat women, where their place are, and their value is in this country. And if you don't think there's a problem, if you're sitting here going, Brian and Ryan, you guys are such whatever bullshit you want to call us.
If you don't think there's a problem, you're a part of it. So, and if you don't think there's a problem, you're a part of the problem, and you can go eat a bag of dicks.
The fact that the Republican-led Senate did not open it, did not get the FBI, did not bring in someone to investigate this. Instead, they hired a woman whose specialty is ripping apart sex offender cases to basically cross-examine Dr. Ford, who, by the way, you know what? If you've ever been the victim of sexual abuse, the hardest thing in the fucking world is to relive that in detail. And you know what's even harder than that? Getting in front of the world with cameras in your face and going into detail every horrible thing. And the only reason why she did this is because she felt the world needed to know the type of person that was going to be on the goddamn Supreme Court making laws for people like himself to get away with shit like he did. So, you know what? I'd like to give from me and Ryan. I know I don't want to speak for Ryan, but I'm pretty sure we're on the same page here. Dr. Ford, we goddamn salute you. What you did was fucking brave, amazing, and you are my hero. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit broke my goddamn heart to have to listen to that. And if it didn't break yours, I don't know what to tell you. You need to rethink your fucking life.
Yeah, and like I said, go vote. November 8th.
Go vote. God. Ugh. Shouldn't have 80-year-old people being like, well, why were you drunk at this party? Why didn't you just ask her, like, what were you wearing? Did you want him to rape you? Shut the fuck up. Ugh. Sorry, David.
How about, so let's transition to a question that will keep Ryan less angry.
Yes. Well, hang on. Before we leave, everybody.
What happens to Earl Thomas?
Treat your women great. They're fucking wonderful people, and they're great partners. Treat them like you treat anybody else.
Is he going to get traded, bro?
All right, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, what was the question? I was still angry.
Earl Thomas.
Yes.
Is he going to get traded?
Fuck no. Next question.
That answers that one. And my opinion is, who gives a shit? He's just an average safety. So.
Wait. Do I need to reenact Big Ben's giant flop with the Barbie doll? I got it right somewhere.
Jeff wants to know, what is your next video game purchase?
Ooh.
I'm torn between the new Morrowind game that's coming out from Bethesda.
Yes.
Or Fallout 76. I think I might go with. I think Fallout 76 is probably going to be. I mean, I know I'm going to have to buy like a game for my son at some point, because there'll be some new game that he wants or something. But for me personally, I think it's going to be Fallout 76 on the Xbox. What about you?
I don't know. I actually just recently purchased the super expansion for Destiny 2. It was like $90, so I'm probably going to be playing that for a while. I would love to buy the Spider-Man game, but it's not on Xbox. And I don't play enough video games to go buy a PlayStation 4. I don't have any problem with PlayStation.
I know. I want to borrow someone's PlayStation 4.
Well, because there's only 2 games I want to play. I want to play God of War because I got to finish God of War, and I would like to play Spider-Man. But I don't know. I mean, I got the money, I could go buy it. I just don't have the time. So
it's like I want to buy a Nintendo Switch, but the only game I want is Zelda. Yeah. So
well, I'm excited. I am excited for Halo 6. I think it's coming out next year, so I'll probably pick that up. Me and my wife have been spending a lot of quality time together playing Diablo 3, but we've almost beaten it, so I'm probably on the lookout for a good 2-person kind of button masher. So if anybody out there,
surprised that your wife plays Diablo 3.
Yeah, she loves. Me and her used to play Gauntlet Legends on the original Xbox. So, if I would actually really, I'm asking the Faithful 50 for some information. I would like to know what you guys recommend for a 2-person kind of button masher after I get done with Diablo 3 for me and my wife. Me and my lovely missus.
Ooh. So, thank you, Jeff.
You're the best, Jeff. And my best friend, Ryan, he's out.
This boring Chris? Is that how we're supposed to talk about him now?
No, loser Chris. That's what we're supposed to call him.
Loser Chris? Oh, okay.
Or you know what? That's very harsh. I don't want to do that. We're going to call him Bad Judgment Chris.
Okay. Well, I just couldn't remember because we got pretty sidetracked on that one. He says, I feel like we deserve a movie about Tony the Tiger. Don't you?
Tony the Tiger, that's from Frosted Flakes, right?
It's going to be about Frosted Flakes?
How about this? I want a shared universe where we get all the cereal people as like superheroes. I want the Leprechaun from Lucky Charms. I want Tony the Tiger. I want the Boo Berry. I want Count Chocula. I want Frankenberry.
What about Snap, Crackle, and Pop?
They're evil elves. They get to be the villains. They're dark wizards.
Like Chocula would be the villain. I mean, he's vampire.
He's just misunderstood. He's kind of misunderstood. We can get the bee. The bee from Honey Nut Cheerios.
Do you include Wheaties and you got like LeBron James in it or something? Or
you could. It'd have to be like Michael Jordan though, but he's old. I mean, he's kind of an asshole. So yeah, we go LeBron. He's a way nicer person. But you know what? I agree. I would like to see a movie universe with all of the...
I want a Tony the Tiger movie, and we find out that the frosting on the Frosted Flakes is...
No.
Tiger ground up bones.
Oh, I thought you were going to go Tiger Jizz. I was like, come on, man. It's a family show.
It's the ground up bones of tigers.
I don't know what's worse, Tiger Jizz or ground up dead of his enemies that he feeds children?
Oh, they're great!
Actually, either one of our scenarios is absolutely disgusting when you say feeding to children. So, we're going to pretend we didn't say any of that stuff. And, you know what? On that note, no. We are not getting a Tony the Tiger movie ever, because now it's just disgusting.
Speaking of tigers, Brian.
Yes.
We have one last question from David, who's like a question champ tonight. I missed one from Jeff. He said, at this point with Superman, Cavill in limbo, and it doesn't seem like the Batman will never start production, do you think DC should scrap their movieverse and start over, or try and mend the current run?
break that shit and start over.
Yeah, I think that's what they got to do. Even though they got to, I mean, they can keep
Wonder Woman. We'll see how Aquaman is perceived by people. They can keep Wonder Woman. She's a god, and you can just bring her to another universe. I don't even care.
Just have Flash set Flashpoint and just restart everything.
There you go. I like that. Or it's DC. They have multiple worlds. Let's just say that Wonder Woman is the same person on every world because she's a god, and then you can bring Gal Gadot or Gadot into it and whatever. Just make Man of Steel 2 and Wonder Woman 84, and then let's just hit. I like Henry Cavill, but without Cavill, I don't care. I say recast Affleck, give us John Hamm, continue the same universe, and just make it good.
I honestly, the DC universe is the DC movies are so messed up now. They have to reboot
Whatever.
it.
I mean, listen, if Aquaman and Shazam aren't good, this universe is fucked. So I don't think it matters.
Oh wow. Oh god, I forgot about Shazam.
Yeah. I mean, we have Wonder Woman 84, which I'm really excited about. But other than that, I mean, what do we have? We have Aquaman, which looks like it could be good, but who knows? And Shazam, and then Wonder Woman 84. The only one I'm really excited about out of all of them is probably Wonder Woman 84. So we'll see.
They're just going to put everything on hold. Doesn't matter.
I want Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill.
Not going to happen.
Make it happen.
Not going to happen.
The guy who directed Mission Impossible 6 said he'll do it. Warner Brothers, call Christopher McQuarrie and have him direct the movie. He's great. He's great.
Final question.
Tiger Jizz.
What is your take on Tiger Woods' comeback?
Speaking of Tiger Jizz, I don't give a shit about Tiger Woods or his comeback. There you go.
I don't care where Tiger Woods comes and if he's coming back. But I gave up on Tiger Woods a very long time ago.
Tiger Woods was a terrible husband, sounds like a bad man, and I just don't give a shit about golf. So combine all those three things together, and I don't care.
I think golf was better, even though I completely stopped watching it after he kind of like went downhill. I mean, I used to watch. I actually started watching golf.
When Happy Gilmore retired, I quit watching golf.
But don't care. Don't care. Tiger Woods can eat it. By it, I mean a golf ball.
Well, his wife already fed him a 9-iron.
Yeah.
Good for her.
And more than half of all his stuff.
Tiger Woods didn't even have like one mistress. He had like 50 mistresses all over the country. What a dick.
He was like landing at places and they were like these prostitutes just ready to greet him.
They weren't even prostitutes. He was like doing like Sherry's waitresses, which I mean, whatever. Everybody's got to make a living. But I'm just like, you're like married to a gorgeous, wonderful person who basically said, if you're going to cheat on me, I don't want to get married. And he was like, no, I'll never cheat on you, babe. And it had like how many like 100 mistresses? What a dick. Who does that? Don't get married. If you want to have sex with random women, whatever, you're famous. I guess you could do it. Just don't get married.
Yeah.
God. What an idiot.
That's it. That's all the questions we have from the Faithful 50.
There you go. All right, well, let's do a quick recommendations real fast, and we'll get the hell out of here. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. I watched the complete first season of The First on Hulu. It's a Hulu Originals. It's directed and starring Sean Penn.
Ooh.
And the British lady. And
you might have to narrow it down a little bit. Rebecca Ferguson?
It's too late.
What movie? What show or movie is she in?
I cannot think of.
Rachel Weisz.
Yes, the lady from Titanic.
Oh, Kate Winslet.
Yes, so she's in it.
The British lady.
It's a really good movie. It's like a long drama, essentially.
Is it action adventure or is it like sad or what is it about?
It's acting. There's a lot of acting and story. It's about the first crew that tries to go to Mars, but they don't make it. And
is that like a spoiler?
That happens in like the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, what? Did you just spoil the ending? What
yeah, no, like literally the first like 5 minutes.
All right, so it's a sci-fi drama.
Yeah, so it's not really sci-fi. Just it's very much of a drama.
What are they laying on Uranus? I mean, what's...
Futuristic, there's some futuristic technology in it.
Oh, whatever.
That's about it. But
Okay, fine.
it's
So,
like it's like if they did The Martian only from the viewpoint of if they did The Martian without having Matt Damon's character.
okay, that sounds really dumb.
So it does, but I don't know. I just really liked it.
All right. So the first on Hulu right now, all episodes streaming.
The first on Hulu only. So
All right, all episodes available.
yep, all 8
right.
episodes. So
All right.
it's a quick watch. 8 episodes. Watch it.
Thank you. Check out the first on Hulu. All right, my recommendation tonight is I didn't have a lot of time to play with it, but me and Ryan have notoriously talked about on the show how much we love Apple. Really, don't be a dick. Don't be that guy. F you. I was not going to buy the new iPhone, and then I selflessly had one of my friends who had a broken phone, and she's like, I need a new phone. And so I was like, you know what? I'll sell you my phone, which will pay it off so I can go buy the new iPhone. And she bought it, and I bought the new iPhone. There you go. Look at that, people. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I gave in because I'm a wuss. iPhone XS Plus. Look how big that thing is. So just to give you a little thing here, this is the iPhone 8 Plus, and this is so they're about the same size, but you can see how much bigger the screen is.
Yeah, it's a huge screen.
All right, where's Superman? All right, here we go.
Does it run right up to the edge?
Yeah, so that's the big difference. They're almost identical in width and moving around here. They're almost identical in width. If you look at it in the back, you can barely tell the difference. The iPhone X Plus is a little bit thinner, but not by much. But like I said, you put them side by side, and you can see how much bigger Superman is. Look at that. How glorious he is. Screen's great. It's a little weird with the Face ID, but it works super good. You just tap it, you look at it, and then it's already unlocked, and then you just pull it up. So it's a little strange without having a home button here, because you got to do a few things, like if you want to pull down your top, you have to go from the corner, and then you can pull it down like that. And then if you want to jump through your apps, there's your camera app. Okay, so you kind of go up like this, and you pull it up, and then it pulls all your apps up like that. So you kind of screen through them like that. So it's a little bit getting used to, but honestly, I've only had it for about 3 hours, and I've already kind of got used to the thing. So it does what iPhones do great, which is simple. It makes things easy, and you figure it out very quickly. But check it out. If you're on the fence and you're like, I already got the 8 Plus, because I was not going to, because this is a really good phone. It's got the A11 chip, and it's, like I said, it's a really good phone. But I've gotten this one, and I can see it is definitely an upgrade. I mean, it's quite a bit faster. I know technically this is last year, but I believe the X was the next version. So this is about 2 years older than this phone already. You do get a lot more than just the screen. The operating system responds much better with the Face ID, and it works really, really good. So, you know, if you're on the fence and you're like, I don't mind spending a few extra dollars to get a bigger phone, I definitely recommend if you have the 8 Plus going with the X Plus. It's just a bigger phone. It feels more in line with what I've already had. So, but hey, you know what? An iPhone's an iPhone. But it is very nice, and it works well. So there you go. Awesome. Get it. It's a nice phone. All right. I think that concludes the show, Ryan. Well, before we get out of here, would you like to tell everybody where they can find us and what else we currently have available on our platform?
You can find us on YouTube at the Geek Dad Report, on Facebook at the Geek Dad Report, and Twitter at the Geek Dad Report. Brian is BrianWest53 on Twitter, and I am Big Bruiser. We also on the podhell.com, and you can find us on iTunes as audio only. So please leave a comment, give us a 5-star rating, and all we ask is that you tell 10 of your friends about the show and send
like
them
the iPhone 10
or just grab their phone from them and go to the podcast and subscribe that way.
I've done that.
Whatever you have to do, we want you to get 10 of your friends to listen to the show. And then they tell 10 friends, and then because you're at the top, and you told the people first, you get the high five from us. we're starting at hosting.
Yes.
So, who doesn't want that?
And do not forget, right now we're in the middle of the NFL season. We are both putting up our NFL shows weekly. Mine is the latest one to drop. Next week, me and Ryan are going to do one together. Mine this week might be my finest comedy bit I've ever done. It involves Thanos, a Barbie, and quarterbacks. So I highly suggest you check it out. Also, we're going to have me and Ryan tonight, after we're done here in a second, we're going to review the new series Jack Ryan from Amazon and Iron Fist from Netflix. So be on the lookout for those. We got a lot of exciting content on our channel. Check it out. Subscribe, like Ryan said. And as always, everybody, thank you for watching. You guys are the best. 150 episode. We are going to have we're going to get some codes and some free giveaways for you guys over the next couple of weeks to celebrate our 150th anniversary. We'll let you guys know how you can win some, some digital codes to some of your favorite movies here coming real soon.
Yeah. And
if you want a Speedo Christmas card, me and Ryan and see-through Speedos, you let us know that too, and we might make that happen.
Somebody will pay for it.
But only if you ask. We're not sending weird shit to people without your consent. Not on this show.
Yeah.
So we're going to need a form. And anyway, we'll get into that later. As always, everybody, thank you for watching. You guys are great. And stay awesome.
And stay nerdy.